Imagine you're a creator that moves to New York. You're really talented and you're really eager to break into the industry, but a lot of the creative gigs that you're looking for are unpaid. So you get a day job to pay for your rent, and maybe you get a weekend job to pay for equipment. But all of a sudden, the 40 hours you normally dedicate to your craft week are now 6. And it's not like you can network because you're working nights and weekends. You're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Let's say you finally get that freelance gig, but it sucks because you can't give it your full attention, and a strain begins to build between you and your passion. And the most frustrating part about this is that it has everything to do with your circumstance and nothing to do with how talented you are. This means that anybody who isn't from pre-existing wealth isn't necessarily going to be able to break into this industry. Now imagine that there's a community that really understands what you're going through and can actually help you, that sees you for your talent and not just what you're restricted by. Being a Holyrad Studio member means being a part of such a community. It means connecting you and others like you to affordable space, equipment, training, and a support system that wants you to succeed. Whatever you envision, we can help you bring to life here. Our current top-down economic structure has the 1% at the top of the resource pyramid. What if I told you we don't have to reinvent the wheel? We simply have to turn it on its head. By sharing our resources, we create a self-sustaining ecosystem that serves a community of many, rather than an elite few. Holyrad has placed this ecosystem inside a physical space, eliminating the illusion that there is a scarcity in resources. Despite demand, the capacity of our location and the bandwidth of our team limit what we can provide our community. Your contribution to our Kickstarter would help us expand by opening a second location and eventually in a neighborhood near you. Hi everybody, I'm Daryl.
I'm Saskia.
I'm Elena.
And we're Holyrad Studio.
We currently have a pipeline of existing creatives who are trying to access our space, resources, and community.
Your pledge would directly fund a second location.
But most importantly, your pledge says yes to a system that empowers everybody to succeed.
I couldn't find a space to be creative, and I needed at least some consistency in that part of my life. And year in year, I just know that there's always a space where I can create something.
Sometimes it takes a space like Holyrad to really push your confidence. Because you're elevating someone else, they're going to want to help you out, and that's the kind of spirit that like Holyrad have.
Coming to the studio and seeing like young people who run it is very inspiring.
Getting like marginalized group of people who usually can't afford like studio space.
It makes a huge difference in how fast they progress into living out their huge dream. That's what Holyrad has been doing for me.
You guys are the freelance culture, the freelance power, which is where the world is going.
Constant opportunity is what I would call it, just constant opportunity.
What's so amazing about the studio is that it provides this structure for me to plug in all those ideas.
There's such a big community of artists that need this space.
Something useful for your own sake is not useful unless you're giving it to everybody else. But that's wonderful because that means you get to be your own boss and define your own path and make it real. You can make it real.